Good morning, guys. Welcome back to all you guys that are subscribed. All you guys that aren't subscribed, think about subscribing. I try to hit these sunrises as often as possible till I die. It's really hard to pass that up. The biggest thing here is, I don't know if you can see this, but it's flat calm. And when it's flat calm, I love throwing poppers and topwater around in the morning. I love just seeing the blow-ups. So hopefully that's the next thing you guys see is a couple of really big fish blowing up on the water. I have a lot of options today. I'm going to try to get some of them done, but I only have till like noon. So keep your fingers crossed for me. We get some monsters. Okay, so like I was saying, I have a few options this morning, but I'm going to start with my top water. I have cranks. I have an old fishing lure that looks brand new that I still have to catch a fish on, but I'm not going to pass up tossing this popper around this morning. Oh. First fishing tip of the day. When chasing bigger fish, always get your net out. I swear I'll forget this thing like 900 times out of 10. So, man, that looks awesome this morning. A little bit of fog rolling off the water, flat calm. Now let's see if we can capitalize on it with a fish. Okay, so I'm sitting on the edge of like a weed line here. It's not a very deep lake, but like wherever there are weed lines, it's usually a good idea to fish them. And I haven't really been fishing this lure this year, and I've been wanting to. I'm throwing it on my big old, this is an Apex 710 medium heavy from Tuned Up Customs, and then I got my Dio Alexa 300 HSLP. This is technically my like light musky rod, but it works for throwing bigger stuff, and there are some nice northern in here, so I've been wanting to mess with this lure for a while now and see if I can get bit. It's kind of just a crankbait, just like crankbait swim bait mix. Real simple lure. Just reel it slowly, dives down about 2-3 feet, and does a nice little wobble. It's got kind of a hunting action. It darts back and forth. I used to use them all the time when I was younger because they were like my grandpa's lures or whatever. But I have not got to use it much, so I'm gonna throw it around a little bit this morning, see if I can find some big fish on it. It's not a small lure, so I know when most fish that hit it are pretty decent sized. In case you guys are wondering, this is called a Bassarino. And it looks like I already cracked the new paint on it just from casting it, because I haven't hit anything with it. So I mean, it's an old lure. We'll see how it holds up. I specifically bought multiples, so if one falls apart, I can use another one, but hopefully this lasts a little while. Be nice to catch something on it. Was not cheap. Well, that's the first time something's hit that in years. Woo, that scared the crap out of me. That was a northern pike. You guys good? That was right there. Okay. Yeah, that's why I have a steel eater on. Okay, so I'm gonna have plenty of time to throw this Bassarino around. This will work all day. if there's fish around that want to bite it. I've never had like a bite window for these things. It's always just all day, every day. Oh, plastic laminate's coming off of it. Go figure. One pike and this thing's almost falling apart already. Yeah, I better take it off for now. I want to try, it's just too perfect out right now not to throw a whopper plopper. And I had a lot of action last time on a plopper, so we're going to give that a try. Okay, I'm going to throw this bone, I think it's the 110, yeah. So we'll throw the bone 110 around a little bit this morning, see if we can chop up some fish. Okay, so I just came up on some of these little cattail reeds. Threw the plopper around them a bunch, didn't get any action, nothing even followed, so I'm going to see if they're being stubborn today. Need something slow and in their face. Fish on. Big fish. I think he buried himself in the weeds. I'm recording. I'm recording. Okay. It's been about 10-12 minutes since I switched over to the crank here. So not too bad. Oh, that's why. First northern pike of the day. I'm going to retie. That's the first little snake of the day. Like 20, 22 inches. Maybe a little longer, maybe 25. I'm gonna get this guy back right away. It's always fun when you can count on him. Free. I wonder how long he's just gonna sit there and stare at me. Probably mad that I hooked him. There he goes. Well, I think we got lucky there. My GoPro just died when I was netting that thing, so hopefully you guys saw that one. That's the first one. I just switched over to this little Man's. It's the baby minus something. I think it's baby -1. It only dives like 2 feet, but this water here is only like 3-4 feet deep everywhere, so it's perfect for that. And then this is it's like a white with a, you know, chartreuse yellow belly or whatever. This works for bass and northern pike, so that's why I'm throwing it. Gives you an option for some action. And then I'm throwing it on my Apex. This is new this year. This is my Apex 7 medium. Yeah, 7-foot medium bait casting rod. And then I got my Corrado DC 151 XG on it. This combo seems to work really well. I'll list everything down below if you guys want to get something fun like this. This bait and this rod and everything seems to work like really well. If you guys have been paying attention to my videos this spring, cranking's been fun. I haven't done it in years, and yeah, now we're catching some more fish. I'm gonna see if we can find some bigger ones, and then I have some weeds coming up here. I might throw some creature baits in, so stay tuned. Okay, so casting the crank around seems to be working. There's some pockets in these weeds, so like it's like 4 feet everywhere, but like there'll be spots where there's no weeds, and that's why I'm throwing this. I'm throwing this in those pockets to get down. Otherwise, I'll probably switch back and forth between this and top water. And then when I get in some heavier cover, I'll probably throw something where I can kind of punch through stuff. We'll see how it goes. I only have a little while, but I want to catch a bunch of fish for you guys and myself, because nothing better than a calm morning on the lake. Fish. Feels like a decent one. Because it is. First decent LMB today. I was hoping these guys would still play ball with this thing. Not a giant, but still a fun fish. I'm still just throwing this Man's Baby -1. Like I said before, I'll link everything in the description below. Oh, the paint's starting to come off this one. But I'm just fishing like a big open expanse. So most of this area is just all weeds. But this one little area is like a pocket. So like you got like a small pond, open area. And that's basically all I'm doing is casting around in that. Trying to hit like the edges of the weeds like in the pocket. So you're just trying to find all those different weed edges because that's where those guys are going to stack up and ambush their prey. It's pretty easy once you start figuring it out. You don't need much. I mean, I just have my regular fish finder back there telling me that I'm over either clear patches or weedy patches. Plus, it's so shallow you can see them. So, keep it simple. You can fish shallow all year like this. Catch the crap out of fish. It's a blast. Yeah, I'm gonna just try to get my hands on a couple more. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a little tip on when you're fishing for shallow water bass or like lakes that are shallow. So this has a bunch of pencil reeds all over this lake in patches. The best way to come up on these things is cast something that's moving out and around them, so you're not like in them. And then once you get a little bit closer, after you've covered everything outside around them, then start tossing stuff into them. A lot of people don't do that. It's just a simple technique. Try it next time you're fishing and you'll probably catch more fish, because a lot of times you get the active ones on the outside, then you find the ones that are hiding inside afterwards, so you get double the fish. Okay, cast it around it. Now I'm gonna just start tossing this jig in and around it. See if I can find something that wants to eat a craw. Oh, had one. Got one deep in there. Let's see if we can get him out. I think he might be off. Yep. Dang it. That was a good one too. There was a fish in there still. Not a big one, but still got him. Barely set the hook on this guy because I wasn't sure if there was a fish on there. Never give up. Okay, switch baits again. This one's a little more weedless, and I'm seeing some bluegills around. So I did see a couple of big bass too. So I'm gonna guess the bass are back here chasing these bluegills around. Hopefully, pays off. Switched baits a bunch of times today. Oh, that was I'm gonna guess a northern pike. Came and smacked my lure off the surface there. That's something big. Literally landed on that guy. He's still on there? Oh, he got off. Oh, no, he didn't. Thought he was bigger than that. It crushed the bait as soon as it hit the water. It's like he was waiting for it. Hold on, bud. Let me get these weeds out of your mouth. That was cool. I wish I had a telephoto lens. When it landed, he jumped out of the water with it in his mouth like a shark. Okay, so I threw top water for a long time. I'm gonna throw the crank a little bit here before I gotta go. I might hit some of these pencil reeds again, but I think I'm just gonna hit these deep spots on the way back. It feels good. So random cast across the top of a, whew. Got him. This guy's lucky. I almost brought my cooler to keep a northern pike today. I almost did. Comment below if I should keep some northern pike and show you guys how to cook these things. They taste really good, and I think I'm learning how to clean them. This is a good size one too, so let's take a look at it. Well, there's like a fat 27. It's actually built kind of. This would have been a good eater. I don't have my cooler along with me to bleed them out in, so I'm just gonna let this guy go. Those snake pike never release gracefully. And they are the slimiest little buggers ever. But they do taste good. I think I'm gonna see if I can catch a couple more. I gotta check my line because I'm running no leader on that one. I'm just running 20 or 25 pound P line. So it's fluoro clear, so it should be a little bit tougher, but I've got a couple northern pike on it today. So I'm gonna check it. Make sure you always check your knots and stuff like that before you cast again. And yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna be leaving here in a little bit, but I'm gonna see if I can get a couple more fish before I gotta go. Thumbs up for northern pike and bass. This lake is notorious for this, just so you guys understand. That's why I come out here for these. So basically it's one of those things. It's not hard to catch them if you just go to the bodies of water that they're stock the crap out of it. I think the DNR sticks like 1,500 northern pike in this lake every single year. Fish on. First cast back after I got that northern. Ooh. It's a decent bass. Lay down. Well, that was efficient. I literally made one cast after I got that northern on. I'm drifting sideways along this weed mat, and I was like, I'm gonna make a couple casts on there and then start moving along, and first cast, thump. This could be a bite window, so I'm gonna hurry up. Okay, apparently the GoPro is off for that release. That was just a little 2-pounder, but they're still crushing this man's. I'm gonna need to get another one of these white ones pretty soon. I'll list these guys below. I'll list everything that I've caught fish on today down in the description. If you guys are new here, that helps out the channel. If you're not new here but you don't know it, it helps out the channel. I don't make a ton of money on these things, but I figure if you guys want something that I'm using and you know it's catching fish, I'm not sponsored by these guys, by the way, but I figured, you know, if it's gonna help you guys out and I can make a couple bucks so I can get back out and do it again, win-win. Comment below if you guys like the idea of me listening to the lures down below so you guys can get them yourself. All right, let's try to get another one. I wonder if I can make another single cast and catch them. Fish. Just switched to this color after running 3 different colors here. I was trying to figure out what was going on with the bite. I didn't know if it completely shut off or what, but apparently these guys just wanted a darker color. It is really sunny out, so usually when it's really sunny out, the kind of go-to is to switch to a darker color. It's the little guy, but he hammered it. Okay guys, so I don't know what you guys are gonna see last. I did get, I was switching through crankbaits for like an hour or two there, and I ended up on a dark one and got hammered right away, of course, but it's getting too hot and I got stuff to do today. I got this video to edit, I got some other stuff to do, but hopefully you guys learned a little bit today. I was trying to get, you know, get people used to the idea of fishing shallow bodies of water. So like this is just a big flat expanse, so like kind of like the Mississippi or backwaters and stuff like that, or any lakes that have big flat expanses. Deepest spot back here I think is 6 feet, and that's like nothing on the bottom, but if there's weeds or anything like that, it's like 5 feet. So the big thing here is to take away is any kind of transition line. If you can bring your bait across the top of it, you're probably going to get bit. And then do yourself a favor and keep switching baits until you find the one that's getting bit the most. I went through pretty much everything today. Like I said, I'll list it all down in the description. You guys obviously seen it. It all caught fish. I want to say the white crank, that white baby, that man's baby -1, is the one that caught the most fish today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little one. Comment below, like I said, if you guys want me to catch and cook some pike, because I'm starting to think it's about that time of the season where I should start doing that. So comment below and let me know if you guys want me to do that. Like I said before, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you guys next time.